My girlfriend's brother donated his heart to me, and we didn't find out until recently. I was 18 when my heart started failing, like actually failing. The doctors sat me and my mom down in this cold room and told us I had maybe 6 months without a transplant. So we waited and waited. Every day felt like I was dragging myself through mud just to keep breathing. My mom would sit by the phone like it was gonna ring any second. It didn't, not for 4 months. Then one night in March, we got the call, 2 in the morning. I remember my mom shaking me awake and I thought I was dreaming. We drove to the hospital going way over the speed limit. The surgery took 11 hours. When I woke up, I had someone else's heart beating in my chest and I didn't know what to do with that. My mom wrote a letter to the donor family. I wrote one too. Told them I'd live a good life with it, that I'd never take it for granted. We sent them off through the transplant network, but we never heard back. The hospital told us the family didn't want contact. I got it. Their whole world probably just collapsed. Years went by. I went to college, got a job, started living the life I promised that family I would. Then I met Claire at a coffee shop 3 years ago. She spilled her drink on my jacket and apologized like 10 times. We started talking, started dating. It was easy with her, natural. She didn't talk about her brother much. All I knew was he died when she was younger and it messed up her whole family. I didn't push. Everyone's got stuff they don't want to talk about. Last month she told me she was pregnant. We're having a boy in August. I cried. Like actually cried because I never thought I'd get to have this. A family. A future. 2 weeks ago was her brother's birthday. She asked if I'd go with her to visit his grave. They hadn't been in a while and she wanted to go. I said yes. We drove out to this cemetery about 40 minutes away. His headstone had his name and dates and a little quote about living fully. March 7th, 2015. I stared at that date. March 7th. That was the day I got my transplant. I didn't say anything right away. Claire told me about the car accident, how he was 22, how he hit a patch of ice on the highway and his car flipped 3 times. They kept him on life support for 2 days, but his brain was gone. He was an organ donor, so they took him off, and his organs went to people on the lists. Her mom couldn't even look at the letter the transplant network sent. Too painful. They put it in a drawer and never touched it. I looked at Claire and asked her what hospital he was at. She told me. Same one I had my surgery at. My hands started shaking. I told her about the date. She went quiet. We sat there in front of his grave for like an hour, not saying anything. Then she said we should find out for sure. We drove to her mom's house. Her mom was in the kitchen making coffee when we walked in. Claire explained everything. The dates, the hospital, the transplant. Her mom just stood there holding the coffee pot. Then she said if we needed to know, she'd help us. She went upstairs and came back with this envelope. It was still sealed. She handed it to Claire and said she couldn't open it herself, but if we wanted to, we could. Claire's hands were shaking when she tore it open. There were 2 letters inside. One from my mom, one from me. I knew every word I wrote in mine before Claire even started reading it out loud. I talked about being grateful, about how I'd never waste the gift, how I'd think about the donor every single day. I signed it with just my first name, nothing else. Claire looked up at me. Her eyes were red. She said it was him, her brother, his heart, my heart. We sat on her mom's couch and just cried, all 3 of us. Her mom kept touching my chest like she could feel her son in there. Maybe she could. I don't know. Claire put her hand on my chest too and said her brother was still here, still alive in a way, that he was gonna help raise our son. I didn't know what to say to that. We stayed there for hours. Her mom showed me pictures of him. He looked like Claire. Same smile, same eyes. She told me stories about him, how he wanted to be a firefighter, how he loved terrible action movies, how he used to make everyone laugh at family dinners.